Well, let's now take you to our top story in relation to the banking sector results. It's the results season and some of the top banks in the country have just posted their numbers. Well, our reporter Abubakar Mohammed now analyzes the numbers as business appears to be booming for banks as they continue to rake in billions in profits, upsetting early indications and signaling individual banks performed in the half-year profits they posted. Indeed, double-digit profits there from the banks, despite the interest rate cap being in place. We'll be having this chat in a short while. Well, let's move on. And meanwhile, as other banks are priding in their profits and announcing their achievements, which will boost their growth, Chase Bank is throwing another bombshell to its customers yet again. Well, Chase Bank customers may have to brace themselves for another closure of the bank for 3 days as the bank shuts down its branches. Well, according to media reports in the local dailies, the bank will remain closed from August 17th to 20th as it rebrands. Chase Bank had collapsed in 2016 with more than 100 billion shillings in deposits. The bank will be looking to bounce back after a series of distress. Well, Chase Bank in 2016 was placed under receivership after the central bank, after the bank experienced liquidity challenges, prompting the regulator, the Central Bank of Kenya, to take action to salvage the lender. So far, the bank has been acquired by Mauritian bank SBM Group, who have gained markets in Kenya after acquiring Fidelity Bank and now foreseeing the temporary closure in order to complete the acquisition.
We'll be enabling.
Let's take you to Matters Technology now, and Liquid Telecom Kenya has announced a partnership with Sigfox, the world's leading Internet of Things service provider, in an ambitious project that will see large-scale nationwide network connection. Well, the new innovation is set to raise the current network connection while providing cost-friendly alternatives.
We'll be enabling the cost of subscription to come down. We'll enable the cost of devices that are used for IoT to come down, and we'll enable the battery life of the devices that are used to go up. The battery of an IoT device is probably the most expensive component over the course of its lifespan. If you're replacing the battery, that becomes a very significant piece of your operational and capital expenditure. So it is absolutely key to the success of IoT and getting to those millions of things that we expect to see.
Quite an interesting time indeed for the technology space in the country as fiber connection is set to improve.